Welcome back, Disc Golf family. My name is Luke Humphries. You are watching a GK-produced edition of the Oklahoma Open here in 2021. This is second round back nine coverage thanks to Farmers Insurance and Innova Discs for participating and sponsoring this tournament. Conor O'Reilly sits to my right. He's the man.
We got excited to be here with you, Luke. We got two clean cards. Emerson's kind of struggling right now. We'll see if he can pick it up on the back nine, which is showed to be a little easier to score on than the front nine so far this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Other than this hole right here, playing as the hardest hole on the course, played as a par 4 last year, actually. Players are looking to throw a righty backhand hyzer over this tree. Try not to get caught up in the high foliage and kick back into the water. Anything landing safe. It's basically a pitch up.
Yeah, there's probably only been a handful of discs even in circle 2 on this one all weekend. Just the way it shapes up is really hard for the right-hand backhand.
Yeah.
A big left-hand backhand could get in there, or maybe a huge right-handed flex forehand, but it's just a really risky angle over the water.
It takes a large set to try a forehand over that water.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. Maddie showing us the right way to do it. Skipping a bit wide, but that's actually accessing a lefty, just a little left fairway is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'll have about 90 feet to the basket probably from there.
This looks great. Coda got his disc to flip up a little more than Matt's. He's down there for a putt. I'm sure he'll be giving that one a bid.
Yeah, Coda looks like he's around circle 2's edge there. John playing it pretty safe and pretty high here, understandably. He's sitting on a lead right now. Par here is not going to lose him any strokes, at least so far, based off what's happened this tournament in round 1.
Yeah, we saw the monster number of 0 birdies on this day 1.
Emerson playing the safe up the middle shot. That's interesting to see.
I don't even know if he was aiming for that, honestly.
Yeah, he has been a little bit off on his angles today, so could have just been an early miss for him, but either way, he should have an easy par from there.
Yeah, and all it takes is one good one.
Oh, John really misses his Anheuser angle on that one. Going to be a tester putt from there. Let's see if he can keep those nerves going solid.
Yeah.
Definitely one of those holes you might be beating yourself up on, missing this upshot and not having a tap in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with nobody birdieing it, there's no reason to get aggressive, and there's no reason that you should bogey it, really. You got to throw a couple bad shots. You got to string together some bad shots to bogey this one.
Oof. Emerson wanted it. You could tell by the pace on that putt. Just a little too much hyzer. It's been his theme today.
Coda a little impeded. Do it.
Oh, my gosh. Coda gives that such a good bid. That would have been the only 2 of the day on this hole.
His long putts are looking so good right now. Damn, that's the third miss we've seen, isn't it? Just left from Emerson.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th on the left side from circle's edge or closer. Oh, John.
First mistake out of John.
Yeah, first red on John's card, I think, for the tournament.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Coming on the hardest hole on the course. So he's not giving up as many as he would if he bogeyed a birdie hole. Emerson tapping in for his bogey as well.
See if John can shake that off. He now shares the lead with Coda. It's going to be a big moment for him just to relax and try to get back into his game plan, his groove.
Yeah, you got Matty B one back now. Hole 11, this is a pretty chip shot forehand for most of our field. Big shout out to the Disc Barn for sponsoring this coverage. Go check them out, thediscbarn.com. Can't thank those guys enough. They got thousands of discs in stock too, so go get you something. This is 270 feet, and for most of our field, this should be stock, Conor.
Yeah, if you're not in circle 1 here, you're probably a little hotter internally than you were before you threw your tee shot.
Go in.
A little inside there.
Yeah, more than I thought.
25 feet, Coda.
Matty Bell going backhand. Looks like that's his forehand disc sitting on the tee. He's electing This route needing more turn.
A little straight, but Mason showed yesterday you can throw straight and end up closer than you may think off the tee. And there you go.
That's plenty close for Mr. Bell.
There's that slammer out of John again. He's showing really good angle control and clean releases on his forehands.
Man, just a little inside there. It's going to be a long birdie look for him.
Yeah, I feel like maybe bumping up to a Justice would make this one pretty easy for him. Emerson throwing
Get
an
over there.
X6 or a X Explorer. Looks like he really leans on those for a lot for his forehands.
And they really work out better on pro style courses. You don't have too many 270-foot holes on the courses that he's been playing.
Yeah,
there we go.
John, little hesitation there after release, but
nice putt from him. Come back from that bogey, knowing his two closest competitors are both inside where he's at for birdie.
See, he recoiled for a second, but relieved to see that one drop. Bounce back after his only bogey of the tournament so far.
There we go. Coda to stay tied. Man, Coda is a killer. I don't think you can even count how many A-tiers this guy's won. Started doing it at a young age. Nice putt from Emerson.
Yeah, Coda's been in this position more times than John's played tournaments, probably.
I think that's 100% right. Here we go. Matt Bell walks over there, puts the mini down, picks up his throwing putter, puts it in the basket.
Matt's putt's so delicate from 25, and then I love his pop out of his hand.
Great hole here, hole 12. It's really a two-shot hole. The second you try and get aggressive off the tee, you'll miss the fairway right and be totally pinched, or skip left and be totally pinched. So landing right about where the drone's at here is ideal. Leaves you about 250 feet. You do have some hard pan to slide up to this green with, Conor.
Good golf hole here. I think if you're smart enough to chunk it in half, it's pretty reasonably easy to get a birdie, but it can bait the players who can't swallow their pride.
Keyword, smart enough. His squall out of Matt is a fast mid-range. That's great. Skipping back to the middle.
Yeah, it's center cut. He's probably got about 250, 240 feet left.
Coda's going to end up left of this fairway. He's going to be all right, though.
Yeah, he'll have to swing it close to that little V tree next to him, but if he can beat that.
That V tree came into play about the time I said all right, so we'll see.
Looks like Lucid X Verdict out of Nicholson. Not quite the angle or turn he wanted. He's going to be left here. Telling himself that'll be okay.
Definitely better to be in front of that tree. That was a nice little kick and dribble.
Yeah, well, interesting to see if he'll try a forehand Anheuser from there. Emerson.
That's a good shot from Emerson.
Yeah, he's left, but he pushes past that extended tree, so he's going to have an open swing. And
they all want to be where Matt's at.
Yeah.
Let me just say that.
Here's that slammer again out of John. Hopping down on Anheuser. It's fighting back. He catches the one big tree, low-hanging branches, guarding the green. It's going to be a little tester.
Look at this little thing. Coda's manufacturing. It's got to sit. Oh.
Yeah. Good
That's
tree
perfect.
stuff there from Coda.
Yeah.
He lets out a nice emphatic clap.
Yeah, if you're playing with Coda and he's playing good, you'd be hearing some claps.
Yeah. Claps, a little bit of grunting, some fist bumping.
All good. All passion.
Another X Explorer out of Emerson here.
Oh, man.
Angle looked good. It was going to fight back right at the basket, but...
Well, it's probably not going to matter.
Yeah.
You get that little forwards roll.
Such a low ceiling here. It's hard to really give it the speed you need, but honestly, at this point, Emerson... Oh, yeah. It's even for Emerson, a little bit too low a ceiling.
What do you mean? even for Emerson.
He's good at low ceilings, we'll say.
Okay.
John.
Ooh, back-to-back
Gets it to
steppers.
stick.
Who is that, Chris Dickerson?
That's a good sign
Who is that, Trevor Harbolt?
for John going forward. He took his first bogey at the tournament, comes back, circle 2 putts on the next 2 holes. Show him what he's made of.
Nice hit from Coda to keep pace.
Yep.
Matt Bell's going to do the same. These guys are in a full-on battle right here.
Yeah, getting tight at the top. And I believe we got Mason on the chase card right there in the mix with these guys as well.
We got you finishing up hot as well. Last we popped in, you were at 9 under. Headed into our second hole that has multiple options. We'll fly the right side. This is the righty backhand route. It's probably the more pure route. I think we'd agree, right, Connor?
Yeah, and this one, unlike the last one, doesn't really have that tree centering up the line right to the basket. You can kind of pure it right through these last 2 big ones and slide right up to it.
Yeah, if you're going forehand route, best to push it a little bit long. Try and aim for about a 15, 20 footer from behind the basket. I do prefer the forehand, though. It is way more open for the first couple 100 feet.
Yeah, about twice as big on the initial gap, and then you just have kind of one line of trees to beat.
Ooh.
Sitting at about 70 feet.
That was going to get another at least 1-2 skips. Probably would have been good. Instead, he's about 45. Broken record, but that's bell range.
Coda's definitely been working on his forehand. He's been electing for it more than he used to back in his older days, or younger days, I should say.
Here we go on that backhand route.
John taking that X verdict again. Hitting it nice and flat. A little bit of turn out of his hand, maybe.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
that's well gauged.
Perfectly
John's back
done.
on the horse, looks like. Rolling.
Yeah, he loves hitting those discs flat. Letting the stability of the disc do the work.
Oh, Emerson. He's just been a little off today by that one.
Oh, no.
Doesn't
That's
quite
unlucky.
shave through.
As wide as it was probably going to work out.
Yeah, he beats that little tree, and he's inside the edge of the circle.
Ew.
Oh, my gosh. There it is.
It looked like the cameraman barely got there in time. Emerson playing a little quick, a little heated. Works
At
for
this
him
point in the
here.
round, he's just ready to step up and fire and try to scrap his way back to at least a respectable finish where he can claw his way back tomorrow.
That's nice. Matt Bell. Maybe a man who hates being big putted more than anybody I know.
Oh my gosh. Scoops out from the rim.
Gosh, that's brutal.
High on Anheuser.
Yeah, let's watch this thing.
He's hit one
my
chain link over to the
gosh.
right, and he's catching every time.
Looking at about half the basket.
Coda knew it out of his hand. He's really dialed in right now. Even though that thing was just a centimeter short.
All right, so
Another
getting a
tap in.
stroke on his 2 closest competitors here.
Yeah, this is going to allow John to take a nice breath and start feeling that momentum back in his favor.
Oh, Matt's actually testing out the width of the basket.
Yeah, Matt's so dialed in on the putting green that, as Luke knows, he'll count the rotations on his putt
rotations.
sometimes, and he knows he was maybe one rotation off right there, or as you can see, the basket might be. Maybe he got hit by the mower or something, has a little bit of a...
Gosh. Hole 14, par 4. Going to be one of the easier par 4s. We're playing the left side, not OB this year, so guys are allowed to get aggressive, which you can totally do. I saw Conor throw one down here right about edge of circle 2, gave yourself a putt. That was in a practice round, so we know it's possible. The safe route's just a mid-range or something to set up the angle.
Yeah, you can choose to play golf here. You can get aggressive without really having to pay too much of a punishment, as long as you get some distance off the tee. Definitely a birdie you want to pick up. John, a little bit of a tree tap, but that thing gets down. Oh my gosh.
And the forward skip.
John's got 55 feet, 50 feet maybe to
And
the
I'm
basket.
pretty
Maybe closer.
sure that connected with some trees at like 190.
A little bit of that nose kick down maybe helped him hold the turn longer.
Ooh.
John adding another little tick.
Oh my gosh, Emerson. That was smashed from Emerson.
Yeah, a lot of speed out of the hand right there.
I actually think that thing could have got past pin high if it would have flexed a little bit for him.
Yeah, this one seems to play a little bit shorter than the 575 for some reason. I don't know if it's just the heart.
Oh my gosh. We are seeing some fantastic tree love today. Shout out to tree love.
Yeah, these players have had some birdies and pars assisted by trees. We're counting double digits at this point.
That's
Throw good shots, get good kicks.
a little inside from Matt, but he actually picked up plenty of distance. He's at the turn, so this will just be a mid-range approach from him.
Yeah, great body control there from Matt. Had to kind of short arm it with all the stuff near him. Simple little chip up for Coda after taking a huge redirect.
All right, let's see if Emerson's got a line at this. He's going to need to have some left to right movement.
Oh, yeah, he tries to go a little too direct and brings that tree into play.
Dude, this would be a dagger in the hearts of your competitors.
Oh, John's at 50 feet. Holds on to it. He knew it right away.
Probably wanted that one.
Yeah, that's one of those putts where you just really fire yourself up and you want to hit it so bad.
That's a good bird from Emerson.
Here we go. That was Emerson's maybe first center strike putt right there. Hopefully he can finish out strong on the greens.
Yeah. There we go.
He's giving himself a lot of long ones today, though.
Nice putt from Jonathan. No shakiness at all from that range for Jonathan today. That's been impressive.
Yeah, John's been showing his trust in his abilities. He knows he's got the skills to do it.
Yeah, let's take a quick little jump in. We do see Mason Ford 10 under through 15. He's still got a few holes to play, pushing it. And you finished at a 12 under, hottest round in the clubhouse. That's got to feel nice.
Yeah, a little windier today than day one, so felt like the course played a couple of strokes harder.
I think you're right, yeah. Hole 3, pretty pinched off tee shot, left to right, moving hole. Definitely plays well for a forehand, but you've got to have something that flips up a little bit. It can't just be your most stable disc or you're not going to get there. Flip it up, maybe catch a straight skip. It's still an easy hole, but the hardest of the upshot forehand holes, as I call them.
Yeah, the more stable and long in the fairway you have to push this one, the more trees you have late to beat coming into the green. That's going to need to beat a lot of trees. And he gets another good tree kick. And he's parked.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing right, bro? You got to let me know. I'm hitting this guy up after the round.
John's been recycling. Oh.
Crazy
skip
skipping.
out of that stiletto.
Yeah.
Emerson. Yeah, Matt's a player who 3 or 4 years ago didn't really throw much sidearm, but now you're seeing him really elect for it. 350 and in if it's the shot to throw. Good to see a player adjust to the changing of the game.
Ooh, not a bad result, though. Most of the time you see guys touch that left wall. A, they're not parked like Jonathan, and B, they don't have looks like Coda.
Yeah, he drops or kicks directly left or right off those skinny ones. There's that grunt out of Kona and the fist bump.
Tap that band, bro. Tap that band.
There he is, really leading with that right shoulder. He pops the disc out really far away from his body, releases it with his little wrist motion. Just a tap.
There we go.
Emerson, a player who releases much different than Coda, kind of swings the disc back to the left side of his body and releases it a lot closer.
All right. That's an all-star. It's kind of what we figured. Wouldn't have thought a couple little tree kicks on the left side would end up with a couple of birdies, but...
Handful of tap-in birdie putts.
Headed into 16. We said it yesterday. This is another one of our favorites on the course. A really good two-shot hole. You've got to throw something with some speed off the tee. You can't just lay this one up like you can other par fours on this course. Connor.
Yeah, this is our truest two-shot par four out here. Really a dead straight shot off the tee. You want to push it out to 400 range to really have a manageable approach here. Got a couple trees on the right side of the green late.
Yeah.
Blocking stuff.
Pretty protected green. All around, just a great hole.
John sets that hyzer angle. Looks like a ballista pro out of him, going a little bit faster, trying to bite off some speed, make his approach easier.
You almost can't throw better.
Yeah, that's so good. He's going to have a putter forehand probably from there. Emerson taking Rive, also going fast driver. That's one that's been his go-to for a while. Yeah, lands it flat. He's going to have a couple more trees in his way than Jonathan being on the right side there, but he's got all the angles he needs to get a birdie. Ooh, that's some good stand up there. Matt got some good spin on that disc.
Yeah, all right.
The way that thing had been flying the last two rounds, I thought that might be too inside, but he got some good speed on it. Coda tried a little bit more of the flat pullover with something a little more stable, but...
Oh, that's going to make this hole tricky, especially if he tries to get aggressive here. Best to just pitch out.
Yeah, from here you really got to just try to take a par. This hole can bite you if you try to be a hero.
Yeah, it definitely can. It looks like he'll have some semi... Wow, still throwing. This is a zone flex shot he's lining up.
High flex with the putter.
Doesn't look like it's coming out as quickly as he wanted. And that's circle 2 for his par. Probably behind that group of trees as well.
Yeah, we'll see if you can find an angle from back there. Yeah, as I said, Emerson had that stand of trees, but that puts him right there at 28 feet. Oh, man.
Stable fairway from that, just a bit wide. That's what being on the left side of the fairway makes you do.
Yeah, there's a sweet spot, kind of center left, where here where John is. That's wide open, and there's that forehand harp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, another tap in for John. Little fadeaway anhyzer for Matt. Using his body momentum to turn the disc from the left to the right, dropping his shoulders down to the ground.
Look at this little window Coda's got.
Oh, on the top again. Coda's had the want all day.
That's going to be a bogey from him.
High center in the chains there from Emerson. He's starting to find his stroke on the green.
Getting that 2-stroke swing now. Jonathan's about to tap in a birdie. Closest to him, Coda Hatfield taking a bogey. Just widening that gap.
Matt thinking about throwing a hard backhand into the chains, but luckily he stays even keel and just taps it in.
Yeah, headed into hole 17. Shorty. Worth noting, the tall grass on the left and right of this fairway are playing out of bounds, as well as the creek behind it, adding another little element of difficulty, but this one should be a birdie.
Yeah, definitely one you're counting on, as long as you beat those first trees that are about 70 feet off the tee.
Yeah,
Should have a putt.
We saw Logan Harpool 2-stroke swing on this hole last year when Emerson's disc kicked out of bounds. He then went on to take it down.
Yeah, then tap in for John. That soft harp out on the outside route.
It was this exact disc, I believe, the Bruins Justice, that's now...
Oh, I was going to say that route kind of takes the ace out of play, but that thing popped up nicely on the hill.
Yeah, there's like a little mound that it's sitting on that jump you up just perfect. This is inside. Oh, no.
Usually if you catch that skinny tree, it can be scary because anything on the left side of that's almost guaranteed out of bounds. And the right side out of bounds isn't too far to find.
Matt and Coda both a little heavy on the hyzer. This one's a hard one to run.
Yeah, that OB is about 20 feet behind the basket, so...
Oh, my gosh.
And it has a slight drop off behind the basket as well, so if you come in chain high from anything outside 50 feet with some pace, you're probably out of bounds long.
Wow.
Coda knows it.
I love watching this guy play.
Little swag walk, go grab the disc. Yeah, he started walking in when it was still a couple feet out.
On the pole. Yeah.
Yeah, rock star.
So I'm feeling myself. Nice bird from him.
Emerson scoring a little blue here at the end, positioning himself for a climb tomorrow. And John with another tap-in birdie, distancing himself, or he's keeping his distance from the field.
Yeah. Matt'll tap in with a par. We see those guys doing the high fives. That means we have reached the final hole here at the Blackhawk X layout. This one plays as a par 4, tight fairway, left to right moving shot off the tee. Anywhere on that hillside in the light is a great place to end up. Just beating this corner that we're flying by now is your first goal. And you're not that far from the basket once you've done that, Connor.
Yeah, solid finishing hole. The gap's tight enough to really make you think off the tee. If you clear through it, make it 350 feet up, then you're left with a pretty short approach, but enough trees there to where if you're not accurate, you're going to have a longer putt. Oh, John didn't
He was
love
ready
it.
to ask for something, but that
And
is
he's gonna really like
perfect.
it. That's about as good as it gets there. Off the forehand.
Yep.
He missed inside of... There's a tree you can't see right now off the tee box on the right side up there. It looked like he got inside of that one.
Oh, this is great from Emerson. Whoa.
Oh,
Not terrible, though. He's made it around the corner.
that was about as clean as it gets. Just missed one of those guys.
Yeah, it's
way up
diminishing
there.
returns after that. He'll have an easy enough shot.
Oh, that's hung out flat from Coda.
That was popped. That was as nicely thrown as he's thrown any forehand today, I feel like.
Yeah, he's going to have to really manufacture something from there if he wants a birdie and to try to put any pressure on Jonathan.
Dude, I'd even say that that's just full-blown par from that situation.
Yeah, I'd argue the same.
Matt's a little bit inside, but I believe he'll have something from there. Oh, my gosh.
Coda getting creative.
He's looking at the blue sky up there. Whoa.
Oh. Sky Anheuser just catches
all
that
right.
stand of trees that you want to get into off the tee. So
No harm done, really. He'll have a pretty standard upshot from there. I don't mind it. If he gets through, he's got a birdie putt, possibly.
wonder if he was going for a sky roller or just trying to flex one out.
Wow. Great way to finish from Emerson. Got a bunch of
SPZ
birdies
won
in
out of
those
Emerson
last.
there.
Yeah, excuse me, yeah, he
Straight
did.
putter. Oh,
Oh, no. Back into the woods. That's a terrible roll. Matt just hasn't been feeling the love from the course this past few holes. Dude, what do
I
you want
wouldn't
to
doubt if
bet
Matt
he
was trying to
throwing
ring that
in?
up. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was thinking the
gosh.
same thing.
The beeline at the
The
basket.
pace and the nose angle, he had to be trying to make that. After the shot, John was telling me how uncomfortable he's been with his short backhands there, even though he knows it's a routine shot. Hopefully something he'll work on this offseason, make it a strength of his.
Ooh, Coda giving it a bid. Both he and Matt so floaty, so touchy with those putter shots today. There we go. That's a big par putt from Matt. You'd hate to finish with a bogey.
Yeah, Matt makes good on the par. Keeps him at 20 under.
This is to push him to 25 right here.
Yeah, I wonder if John let his gaze get drawn by that tree because he didn't want to hit it.
It's about the time in the round Emerson starts goofing around again. You can't keep him down. Young man's got a heart of gold, great sense of humor as well. There you have it. Matt Bell, the only bogey-free round.
John had those two bogeys in the middle there. Really lit up the back nine, though. Put 7 of the last 8 in.
7 in a row after that last bogey. That's a great way to get yourself back on top. There you see it. Mason Ford only a couple strokes back now after he matched Conor O'Reilly's 12 under hot round of the day. And we will see Coda Hatfield and John Willis on lead card tomorrow. John Willis out of like Wyoming or Montana or something, playing from Texas nowadays, though, sponsored by Tree Love. He's got a ton of power. Can't wait to watch what he brings to the table.
Yeah, should be an exciting card. The weather forecast for tomorrow shows wind gusts.
Dude.
We know what that means here in Oklahoma. Grab your overstable drivers.
Yep.
Put it close. Put it flat. Don't let that wind take advantage of you.
Yeah, that's right. We got a temperature drop predicted as well. Thank you guys for being with us. This has been the back nine of the second round of the Oklahoma Open here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Big thanks to Farmers Insurance and Innova Disc Golf for sponsoring this tournament. For Conor O'Reilly, I'm Luke Humphries. We will see you tomorrow for the final round.